Alcohol in skincare? Oh, absolutely no. Washing hair every day? Are you kidding me? I'll lose all my hair. Sunscreen? It's cloudy outside. Besides, I work indoors all day. Sounds familiar? We've all encountered a lot of shoulds and a lot of shouldn'ts about skincare. We should apply this, we shouldn't apply that. We should do this, we shouldn't do that. Today's video, Fact and Fiction, will explore certain popular beliefs about skincare that we have heard over the years or we heard growing up, and we will explore if they have merit or are mere fiction. So, ready for some myth busting? Let's jump right in. Well, hello and welcome back to my channel, American Golabo. If you're new to this channel and this is your first time here, this channel celebrates the woman of today, a woman like you and a woman like me, a woman who juggles multiple things and is multifaceted and can still find time to beautify herself, whatever beauty means to her. So on this channel, we talk all about beauty, skincare, lifestyle, well-aging, and well-being. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so right now. And I promise you'll find good content, which is in many instances unique also. So I'm super excited about our content today, and I'm calling it Fact and Fiction. And like I said, we will explore all the popular beliefs about skincare. So the first belief that I had heard growing up, and I'm sure you've also heard, and it's commonly understood, that alcohol is super bad. A big no-no in your skincare, and we should avoid it at all costs. Fact or fiction? Fiction. So not all alcohols are bad. Some are good alcohols, and we need to be able to differentiate between the good alcohols and the bad alcohols. The good alcohols are actually good for your skin. So which ones are the bad alcohol? So alcohols like ethanol, isopropyl alcohol, alcohol denat, and methanol are bad. So you have to be careful about what comes in front of alcohol. So why are they used in skincare in the first place if they're bad? They help to make creams and emollients feel lighter, and they act as a good preservative, and they help other ingredients to penetrate. And that is why on the surface this all sounds okay, but there's a downside. These can cause irritation, these can make your skin inflamed, they can cause dryness and breakouts, and strip your skin from essential oils. When used in high concentration, they damage our skin protective barrier, the skin acid mantle, the outermost skin layer, which means that our skin is no longer effective at keeping moisture in. So which ones are good alcohols? Fatty alcohols like behenyl alcohol, citral alcohols, and cetyl alcohol, they are all good alcohols, and they help emulsify cosmetics. They're not drying and they're not irritating. What they do is they act as emollients and help keep moisture in. So next time you need to read the label. If you have good alcohols, and you don't need to worry about those. Okay, so the next popular belief is if you have oily skin, you get a pass on moisturizing your skin, correct? Or not quite. All skins need moisturizer. In fact, many times people with oily skin, in an effort to keep oil at bay, strip their skin of essential oils that are needed. And in that process, they end up creating more oil, more sebum, and a vicious cycle of acne. Because by doing that, our skin gets a message that there is not enough oil, in turn making our oil glands work in an overtime mode to compensate for dry skin, causing excess oil and ugly breakouts. Also, external factors like exposure to sun, UV rays, and excessive cleansing and pollution could damage oily skin's moisture barrier, causing loss of moisture and increase in oil production because it's not getting moisture, which means that you'll end up looking shinier if you don't replace the moisture that you have lost. So it's important for people with oily skin to also moisturize their skin. Yes, you should not use a really heavy moisturizer. You should choose a lightweight or a gel-like moisturizer or a matte moisturizer, including all moisturizers that have hyaluronic acid. So the third belief is something that I'm super excited to talk about, because this one I believed for the longest time until I started reading labels and understanding ingredients. Expensive skincare is better than drugstore brands, and this is as far from the truth as it can be. what you spend on skincare is not directly proportional to or does not directly relate to the efficacy or the quality of the ingredients. Products at any price point can be effective. A drugstore price brand may be as effective as a luxury prestige brand. In fact, there are many, such as CeraVe, Elf, an ordinary, even though it's not a drugstore brand, but it's priced at drugstore. And then many Korean beauty products, they have just beautiful, beautiful ingredients. And what I found time and again, that products at any price point can have additives or ingredients that can harm your skin or can cause irritations, and they just have bad ingredients in them. So you don't need to waste your money on fancy products just because they are really highly priced. What you need to do is look at and understand ingredients. And I understand that it's not something that everyone does or has interest in, but you just need to understand a few ingredients and you just need to know what you need to avoid. So products that promise the world and then some, I always get wary of those because there's just so much a skincare product can do. A lot of fancy products have alcohol, phthalates, silicone, parabens, and a lot of fragrance and mineral oils. Those can be really irritating to the skin. So don't rule out a product because it's just low priced. So the next belief is face wipes are as effective as washing your face. Right or wrong? Nope, wrong. While face wipes and skin cleansing wipes can be handy during a camping trip or a hackathon or, for that matter, a Coachella festival, their use should be as infrequent as these events are. These should not be your primary method of cleansing your face. Sure, they're convenient, but that's about it. They have problems. Wipes are harsh on the skin because they contain strong drying preservatives and chemicals that prevent microbes from contaminating these wipes. But in this process, these strong chemicals strip your skin of essential oil, disrupting your pH balance. That can cause inflammation, irritation, dryness, and ultimately breakouts. Also, the chemicals that they contain to keep them moist coats your skin, so gradually they can end up clogging your pores and causing breakouts. And then there is the mechanics of rubbing your skin with those wipes, because that can also leave you with red, angry, inflamed skin. Why is that bad? Because rubbing can cause low-grade inflammation, which can over time cause wrinkling or pigmentation. And with Caucasian skin, the wrinkling can be more evident, and in brown skin tones or skin of color, pigmentation can be very often. So while they're convenient, using them as a substitute at night for washing your skin is a recipe for wreaking havoc with your skin. To me, the same goes for micellar water if you are not going to wash your face after. So if you have access to a wash basin and a face wash, walk, drag, or crawl to the wash basin and give your face a quick wash. The next one is a DIY recipe that seems to be very, very popular. Scrubbing a lemon or applying lemon juice on your face can help lighten dark spots or lighten your skin tone. I did that in my teens. A lot of us may still be doing that. And it is the worst thing that you can do for your skin. It can result in an exact opposite of what you intended to do. So applying lemon or lemon juice on your skin directly can make dark spots worse, and in fact it can even burn your skin. Lemon has a very high acidic pH, a pH of 2 or 3. Its acidic pH makes your skin vulnerable and photosensitive. After lemon use on your skin, sun exposure can be really, really bad for you and can leave you with really long-lasting, obstinate pigmentation that is very, very hard to get rid of. Oftentimes, you have to live with it. The sunspots that I haven't been able to get rid of them. Thankfully, they're not many, but I'm very sure that this is a result of scrubbing some lemon on my skin as a teen. So please put that lemon down for good. If you're going to ask me that there are serums and creams with vitamin C, yes, there are, and they are made mild. they're not in that potent state. And even with those, you have to apply a lot of sunscreen. The next one is also a very common belief that you can skip sun protection if it's not sunny. Correct? You probably know the answer to that, and you have heard that it's not okay to go outdoors without sunscreen, even if it's cloudy. But we may think that it doesn't really matter. We're just going to the car. A little exposure, as much as just going out to the car or catching a train over time, can be really detrimental to your skin. Whether it's direct exposure or indirect exposure, when I say indirect, meaning indoors, because unless you're living in a black box devoid of any windows, you are exposed to sun. There are two kinds of rays, UVA, UVB. UVB means ultraviolet burning rays, and UVA, ultraviolet aging rays. UVA rays penetrate through windows and can affect our skin, making skin leathery or causing hyperpigmentation. So visible signs of aging like wrinkles and dark spots, also called sunspots, are a direct manifestation of not protecting yourself from sun exposure. During the day, you should not be without a broad spectrum sunscreen. Dermatologist Tested claim to make the product trustworthy. There has been no true statement, so you can probably make out that this one is false too. Yes, it is false. Why? Because Dermatologist Tested is not an official certification. It's just a marketing slogan, unfortunately. Legally, what it means is that at least one dermatologist has tested it and liked the product. It doesn't mean the FDA, it doesn't mean the American Academy of Dermatology or any other organization endorses the product. So be wary of claims like this, because skincare products and makeup products are not supposed to be endorsed by FDA. Sunscreen, because it's treated as a drug, that goes through an FDA approval or an FDA endorsement. But anything else, it doesn't go through that rigorous process of passing the FDA approval. So a company can claim just about anything. And a lot of manufacturers just like to put a lot of labels, and consumers naively and with probably best intentions adopt those. Dermatologist Tested is one such claim that we should take with a grain of salt if the product doesn't identify the source of endorsement, and to see the ingredients and the reviews. So the next belief is also very pervasive and is widely believed, that natural is better for your skin as well as your overall health. Is that correct? Well, the fact is that it's nothing more than media-induced fiction, and there is no factual basis or scientific legitimacy to this claim. Why? One, because not only the definition of the term natural is hazy, it is also extremely loosely regulated, if at all. The word natural simply tells about the source of that ingredient and nothing else. It does not mean that it's chemical free or non-toxic or safe, for that matter. Because the terms natural, organic, or clean are not regulated by the FDA, any cosmetic company or brand can simply use it to mean whatever they want it to by just adding some naturally sourced ingredients. There's actually a term for it. The beauty industry calls it greenwashing. Greenwashing means that companies may brand their products through marketing as safe or clean and natural, despite the fact that the ingredient can be carcinogenic, cause an allergic reaction, and disrupt your hormones, can be irritating to your skin, and even have significant neurotoxicity, and can be very, very detrimental and harmful to the environment and other forms of life. Furthermore, one of the issues with so-called natural and clean is that they are not tested in laboratory conditions like synthetic chemicals are. Many times, synthetic active ingredients have to be tested, made stabilized, and synthesized to make bioavailable and efficacious. Because of those reasons, synthetic compounds can be identical to those found in nature and can be more effective because natural versus synthetically processed or something processed in a lab should not have a bearing on your decision about selecting a product. Not all chemicals are bad and not all natural or organic ingredients are good. And because of this reason, being able to read labels can be a very, very effective and useful skill as a consumer, not only for your skin products, but also what we put inside our bodies. Okay, the next popular belief is a funny one, and the belief is that washing your hair every day can make your hair fall or is detrimental to hair health or scalp health. It's very widely believed all over the world, and I believed it for the longest time, and therefore body baths were great. Shower caps were my best friends. Have you heard that one and come across people who berate people who shampoo their hair every single day? I used to be one of them. Unfortunately, that's an absolute myth. I read somewhere that Kim Kardashian proudly claimed that she only washes her hair twice a week. Well, not everyone is blessed with Kim Kardashian's head of hair. A common argument against washing it every day is that it strips your skin of natural oils and dries it out. So that argument has a little bit of merit, and that is why it's important what you choose to shampoo your hair with. It is important to use shampoos that are sulfate-free. Sulfates are harmful detergents that do make your scalp dry. So you need to read if it's sulfate-free. So that should take care of the over-drying problem. However, scalp is an extension of your skin. And just like our skin, it has sweat glands. And with all the secretions being produced and with hair it's covered with, it produces a lot more oil. And after being exposed to environment, if you leave it for days without washing, that is what will make your hair fall. According to dermatologists, you should wash your hair every day and should never leave your hair unwashed more than 3 days. Hair gets greasy because of the same reason our skin gets greasy. Our oil glands secrete oil and sebum. And so we need to think of our scalp care as skin care. There's one minor problem. In a lot of Western countries, there's a hard water problem. The water that we get is processed and it has chlorine and other minerals to make it clean. And that is why the hard water can be harmful. So consider installing a water filter in your shower. There are plenty available on Amazon. I will link some of them below and put them in the description box. Filters can take care of chlorine problem or heavy metals or certain bacteria that may cause damage to our skin or scalp health. But we should keep washing our hair so that it does not get really greasy, oily, and accumulate a lot of bacteria and microbes that cause dandruff or infection and can ultimately also cause hair fall. Last one is my favorite one, and I believe that it will come as a big shock to most. That one is about Diet Coke. So why do we drink Diet Coke or diet anything for that matter? So that we can enjoy the great taste of those sodas without the bad effects of all the calories that it may pack on us. And for years, I drank Diet Coke thinking that it will not, for lack of better word, not make me fat. It really breaks my heart to break it to you that it's a big myth. In fact, Diet Coke can make you gain a lot more weight and the worst kind of fat that you'd imagine. It's called the visceral fat. The visceral fat, as you may know, is the belly fat that goes on your waist. The worst place that fat can go to, probably. There have been a lot of studies done, and it has been proven through those studies. And there's quite a bit of discussion, and there's tons of anecdotal data. In a 2016 study that was published in JAMA Pediatrics Journal, researchers studied 3,000 pregnant women and their infants and found that and mothers who frequently consumed diet beverages, drinks that are with artificial sweeteners, were 2 times more likely to have babies that would be overweight or obese at 1 year after birth compared to women who consumed less artificially flavored drinks. That is heartbreaking. Another study done in 2015, published in the Journal of American Geriatric Society, found that people who consumed diet soda tripled the amount of abdominal fat as compared to people who didn't over a period of 9 years. Tripled amount, yes. Another study analyzed data from 749 individuals and found that people who drank diet soda every day gained 4 times higher waist circumference in comparison to those who didn't do it for a period of 10 years. Studies have also shown that consumption of artificially sweetened beverages is significantly associated with weight gain and obesity. I will be linking all these studies in the description box, so if you want to find out the parameters of the studies, you can. There's a bit of dissent that the studies carried out are small, but nevertheless, all the studies that have been done have found this data, and there's tons and tons of anecdotal data. In fact, I have seen a big increase in my waistline ever since I started doing diet soda, and I thought that it was because of my hypothyroid or maybe a little bit lack of exercise. But when I did exercise and ate well and also took care of my thyroid issue, it still didn't make a difference. I have to be truthful, I haven't stopped it altogether. I find it really hard trying to cut altogether. And all these years I was drinking diet soda, and obviously once the weight is put on, it's really hard to get rid of. So at least hopefully we won't put on any further visceral fat. So I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I wish I had known this before. And one of the reasons that I have this channel is to educate as many people as I can about things that I found out really late in life. So this is it, and this wraps up my video today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are with me till now, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. If you haven't still subscribed to my channel, please subscribe right now, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notified of all the new videos when I upload them. So till next time, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.